So there's just so much there, Robert, but let's start with the Embiid injury. Do you think the Sixers can at least just get out of the first round, even if he can't come back for Game 5?
I think they can, because if you look at the cast of characters that they have some all-star type caliber. You got Harris that's been there, and also you got a guy that's been there for a long time, and I call him Hips. Okay. And because he's won 3 championships on 3 different teams. You know, I call him Hips, but I love the guy. And they have a great crew, man. If you look at Tobias Harris, should have been an all-star. You got Dwight Howard, who's just coming off a championship. There's so many guys on this team that can carry him. And let's face it, if they find a way to stop Bill, they'll be fine. So I'm not worried about it. I know everybody said, oh, they're down 3-1 now. Well, they're up 3-1, and they lost Embiid. They've been without Embiid before, so this is not something new for them. So they can, weather the storm and be just okay.
I am covering this series as much as you can cover it in today's day and age. And so I was on with the players and the coaches last night, and I can tell you that there was a level of concern about Embiid. You're right, Robert. They've done this before. They've played without him, but they also know if he's not back and where he needs to be, they're not winning the Eastern Conference. And the reason that I hope that he's okay, and this is just a minor thing, is this team was playing so well. They won 10 of 12 down the stretch to get the #1 seed. Then in this series, Tobias played great, that 37-1 game. Ben Simmons was playing really well before the hack of Ben last night. And then Joel came into this game averaging 30 points and 67% shooting. He's never looked better. They, in my mind, were gearing up for a major showdown in the conference finals. And I got to say, Rachel, I bet Embiid hasn't talked to the media yet, but I bet he's got to be feeling deja vu, because it was in March in Washington where he hurt his other knee on a similar play where he landed and it kind of buckled a little bit and he missed a month. Now, what you're hoping from this MRI today is that you see a minor thing. Maybe he can't play in tomorrow's Game 5. Maybe he can't play in a theoretical Game 6, but that he would be back relatively soon. And that MRI is going to be really important.
Yeah, and look, we will keep you guys updated if that comes up during the show. I do want to get to the hack of Ben stuff, though. How did you feel about Doc Rivers, Robert, coming out and defending Ben so vehemently? If you listen to the rest of that press conference, by the way, he was upset with Philadelphia fans, saying that even our own fans don't appreciate Ben enough and what he can do.
I just want to say, would you take Shaquille O'Neal out of the game? Because it's called Hack of Shaq for a reason. And I played 7 years with Shaq, and they've been doing this for a long time. Popovich was the master of trying to get Shaq to go to the foul line. But all that does is make a guy mad. And when he goes on the other end, he's going to play better defense, he's going to get rebounds, and he's going to make his teammates even better. But people in the stands got to say, okay, he's missing free throws. So what? What does he give you on the other end? He gives you everything on the other end. He gives you great defense. He gets other people involved in the game, so you can't worry about that. He's going to figure it out. He'd be all right. 1 out of 2, I'd take that. Just get your lead, so if it does happen, you don't have to worry about it.
Well, Robert, what Doc said was 1 out of 2 is 1 point per possession, and statistically, 1 point per possession is acceptable. If you do that,
love Doc. He even mentioned the word analytics.
That's
he
right.
was
what?
Who knew? Doc Rivers, Mr. Analytics.
He flipped it right around. He's been defending Ben all season. He's been saying this guy should be the Defensive Player of the Year. He's been saying you guys don't respect him enough. Last night he said he's a treasure. You're going to miss this treasure. And the thing about it is that Ben Simmons is terrific, but when Embiid is out of the game and they lose the ability to double teams and open those three-point shooting, his foul shooting is a liability. That doesn't mean he's a bad player. That doesn't mean he's a bad person, but it is a liability. And he shot 53% at the line after the All-Star break this year. Scott Brooks knew that, and I would look forward again if Joel cannot play tomorrow night.
Well, I mentioned it. Scott Brooks has done it before, so he apparently was looking out for it.
I'm just saying, be like Shaq. Take him to the post, run out of bounds like Shaq used to do so you can't foul him, and then you'll be fine.
Be like Shaq. Just the easiest instructions in basketball. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.